Good afternoon. We are back for day 3. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it has been 3 days. We have been kicking and pushing, moving, learning, celebrating, shopping, all types of things with each other. So thank you so much for being a part of the Barter Black Day Entrepreneurship Summit. Let's see, sure. Always have to make sure. Okay, looks like we're good. So yeah, thank you for being a part of the Barter Black Day Entrepreneurship Summit. It is all week, and if you do not know, we are celebrating Barter Black Day, which is on May 31st. But we are celebrating all week long with free digital products, with these interactive sessions at 12 p.m. every day, with a marketplace, and also with a speed networking event that is happening tonight, this afternoon at 7 p.m. Hey, Instagram. Um, so with that, today we're talking about pitching. And if you are a business owner, and if you have done pitch competitions, or you want to do pitch competitions and you're nervous, hopefully I can help you with that a little bit today. So definitely stay tuned, stay interactive, ask your questions. And if you are willing to come up on stage and pitch, and let everyone, give you a little constructive criticism, definitely join. Just let me know. But today, the free digital product is the pitch template. It is a template to help you build out your 60-second pitch, which is not long, but a lot of pitch competitions want that 60-second pitch, especially when you are applying in the beginning. They may ask for a 60-second pitch, and then later, if you get through to the next round, they may ask you for a longer pitch. It all depends. But we did a 60-second pitch template because once you have the foundation of that pitch, you can add things depending on what they ask you for in the requirements, or if you have a 2-minute pitch instead, you can add things. I feel like it's easier to add than take away. So if you start with the foundation of 60 seconds, then I think you can get a lot further in your pitching, for your pitch competitions. So the first thing I am going to do, and if you do not know, you can download the pitch template on our website using the coupon code Barter Black Day 3. And that will help you. So right now, I'm just going to quickly go through a 60-second pitch for Barter Black. And it's probably, I don't know if it's going to take longer than 60 seconds because I'm reading it off here. It's not necessarily something most of it I would say, but it's not necessarily but I wanted to give you the template of how it worked. So here we go. Did you know that less than 5% of Black-owned businesses in the United States have employees, compared to over 80% of white-owned businesses? I'm Nicole Murphy, founder and CEO of Barter Black, a platform that empowers entrepreneurs to exchange services and grow their business without using money. Why is this important? Because Black-owned business struggle with cash flow, making it difficult to afford the services they need to expand. This is where Barter Black comes in. We allow members to trade services, enabling them to leverage their skills and exchange the resources they need without upfront cash. Our business operates by charging a service fee on transactions, ensuring sustainable revenue while providing value to our members. Join us in our mission and award Barter Black as the winner to ensure that no Black-owned business or business idea dies on the altar of no funds or their ability to hire. So Barter Black, thank you. So that is just a quick example of a 60-second pitch, and it may have taken longer because I choked up a little bit. So that's why I say create the 60-second pitch, because it makes it a lot easier to add or take away. If you created a pitch, the first pitch you created was a 3-minute pitch, then bringing it down to 60 seconds is going to be a lot harder because you're going to be committed to those things and you want to say all of those things. But let's go through the things that I went through. So the first thing is your hook. You want to bring them in. And most of the time that's asking a question or a statistic that people may not know that'll get them like, oh, I want to know more. You also want to introduce yourself, and you want to make it as quick as possible and as precise as possible. One of the things I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing, and I don't think that I'm okay. But one of the things I see entrepreneurs doing when they are pitching is that you're using industry terms. And the people who are listening to you may not know those terms. So you unfortunately have to, I'm going to use the word dumb it down a little bit, but use it in a way that everyone will understand. I applied for a grant one time, and they told one of the questions was, explain your business in a way that a 12th grade high school student will understand. So in that instance, all those industry terms go out the window because they don't understand. So you have to make it as simple as possible. Then you want to describe the problem. What problem are you solving for the people you're solving it for? And is it a big of a problem that needs to be solved? After the problem, you want to come up with a solution. What solution? What is your solution? What is your unique proposition or your value proposition for your business? And most of the times they want you to include your business model. How are you going to be making money? We want to make sure that we include that when we are pitching, because investors, people who are giving you grants, they want to know how you are making money. And then the last thing I did was the conclusion. End it with a bang. You started it with a bang, end it with a bang. And a lot of times people don't say, award me. at most of the pitches that I do, if I have the time, because sometimes it's hard to take things out. If I have the time, I will say award Barter Black as the winner of the name pitch competition. Award us. I'm asking for it. A lot of times I feel like I hear this feedback when I am at pitch competitions is that you didn't ask for anything. So whether it's $20,000, award us the $20,000 at this such and such pitch competition. Be bold in that. And trust me, if you are nervous to pitch, don't worry about that. I am too. One of the things that I learned is try to get comfortable with uncomfortable. And I'm super uncomfortable standing in front of a room talking to people. So I combat that by entering into pitch competitions. Because one of the things I learned that if I get a congratulations, you made it to the next round and you can pitch, I'm not going to say, no, I'm not about to pitch for this prize, whatever the prize is. I'm going to go and I'm going to pitch. But I still get super, super nervous when I do pitch. And if you do not know, I think 2 years ago, coming up, I actually pitched to Pharrell Williams. That was completely unexpected. I had made it to the second round of a pitch competition here in Washington, D.C., and he was having his Something in the Water festival, and he just came out of nowhere, and they gave us 20 seconds to pitch. How many of you know how to pitch in 20 seconds? That would be hard. And this is why our speed networking event is so important, because you get 3 minutes. And a lot of times everyone says 3 minutes is not enough. And I'm like, sometimes that's all you get. So we want to practice giving it out all, even if it says one sentence. You have to be able to edit that pitch just dependent on how much time you have or what they're requesting. So I am just going to run through a few tips on pitching. And if anyone has any questions, feel free, but definitely go online and download that pitch template. I would love to see you all use that and post your pitches so we can see them. You can get the pitch template today for free. Use Barter Black 3 as the coupon code. And I'm going to try to go through these really quick. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat. So number one, start with a hook. This is super important. You have to grab the judges, the audience, everyone's attention right away. Make them want to hear more. You have to. A lot of times we start pitches, and maybe it will say the requirements will say, sometimes they do give you exactly what they want you to say. And they say start with introducing yourself. Don't do that. Start with the hook. Do not start with I am Nicole. No, start with the hook, because they are hearing that over and over and over again. What they're not hearing is someone grabbing their attention in the beginning. So you also want to define the problem clearly. Explain the problem your business is solving. Make it relatable and easy to understand. That goes back to make sure a 12th grader can understand what your business is and what problem you're trying to solve. Simplify it. Do not add all the industry terms to your pitch. It only confuses people even more. And the easiest way to say that is to dumb it down. So present your solution, describe your product or service clearly, highlight what makes it unique. That's what I said. What's your value proposition and how it addresses the problem effectively? You want to do that, and you want to do it in the simplest terms. Do not go, I use this and I use it. No. How does it solve the problem that you're trying to solve? Know your market. Show that you understand your target market, who your customers are, how big the market is, what are their needs, how big is this market. I haven't heard that in as many questions in pitch competitions, but you will be asked that. I believe, and I've been to so many, but I believe something recently someone asked about the total addressable market. That's actually something I have, but I have to remember. Know that. And that number is a huge number that you're like, oh my gosh, like what I can't do this. But it's your total addressable market. It's the market that you are trying to go after. What is that total? So there's the TAM, SOM, and SAM. So definitely look those up. Highlight your unique proposition. That's what we said. Explain why your solution is better than the competition. What are your unique selling points? And please don't say there is no competition, because your whatever problem you're solving, customers that you're trying to target, they're doing something in place of not having what you offer. So come up with that. I actually have indirect and direct competitors. So I try to bring those up every pitch competition if I have time, because they are relevant. So we're building this bartering platform. And there are bartering platforms out there, but none of them are targeting Black entrepreneurs. And a lot of times I hear people, so we're building this new platform that incorporates this exchange, this currency. And these bartering platforms, well, when I talk to people, they haven't even heard of these. So they're not targeting us. But where are you going to actually get the services that you need for low cost, Where are you looking for people to hire? Those will be our direct competitors instead of the bartering platforms. Have a clear business model. This is in the template. Explain how your business makes money. That's out of all the things, there are a lot of things that go into pitching, but out of all the things, they want to know how you are making money and if it makes sense. They do not want to hear that I'm the lowest on the market unless the margins are the highest on the market. That's not something that they want to hear when they are, determining whether you are going to win the pitch competition. I've been on, I think, four grant and pitch competition committees. How you make money is huge. Let's see. I moved the screen. Business model. Where did I end? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I skipped traction. Show traction. Provide evidence of your business progress. This could include sales figures. It can include user growth, partnerships, key milestones. Your traction does not have to include the money you have made. Even though they may ask you how much money you've made, if you're just starting out, that may not be a figure that you want to say or include, but you can say, well, I launched a platform last month and 100 people downloaded it already. That's your traction. You can say, I have 3 contracts already ready to go, ready for me to place their order. One of the things I was watching something on a pitch competition a couple of weeks ago, and I was in this pitch competition, and I learned that one of the women who actually won, I was a finalist, but I did not win. One of the women who actually won came in with a contract. Like, when he told this story, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. She came in with a contract and said, this is the contract that I have right now that I cannot fulfill unless you give me this money. She got that money. Like, you have to show something. So we did have a clear business model. We want to understand your financials. Be prepared to discuss your financial projections. Remember, I said that a lot of these competitions don't require you to make $500,000. They want to see that there is can't think of the word, potential. They want to see funding requirements and how you plan to use the investment. This is super important. I've discussed this on Monday, I believe. Don't just say, I'm using $20,000 on marketing and $10,000 on hiring and $5,000 on a new virtual assistant or whatever you say. Don't just say that. When they ask you that question, and most of the times they're asking you that question in person, you want to say, or on the application, you want to say, I'm using $20,000 in marketing to do this, 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 and this. And if I do this, 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 and this is how it will affect my business, grow my business, scale my business, whatever. So it's like steps to it. Yes, I will use this for this, and it will help me do this. So you want to make sure that you are just explaining that and not just putting down how much, where the money will go. Be passionate and authentic. And I said this a couple of weeks ago in pitching. You have to believe in what you're saying. If you believe in what you're saying, a good part of that will help you remember what you want to say. So let your enthusiasm or your business shine through. Judges are looking for passionate and committed entrepreneurs. And I know this can get crazy. If you get as nervous as I do, it can get super, super crazy. But Show that you're passionate about this. One thing we did in our incubator, I think we had to pitch maybe twice in front of the class. I think so. And a lot of the entrepreneurs, I saw their passion. Like they loved what they were doing. And it just makes you feel better about where they can go in their business. Practice, practice, practice. Oh my gosh. So the incubator that I was in that had the pitch competition for, we had 10 days to prepare. We had more days, but from the time the program ended until the time we were ready to pitch or had to pitch, we had 10 days. I practiced that pitch 5 times a day because I would forget. Um, and I see a lot of times people they don't have that pitch, and then you end up telling the story, and then you end up going off on and you're saying things that people don't even understand. I was at a pitch competition recently, and I didn't even know what the product was that was being pitched until the end of the pitch. So the whole time I'm trying to figure out what is being pitched. So you have to be able to write it down and practice. Do not swing it when you are looking to go pitch. Please don't do that, because it just shows that you are not prepared and you're not serious about it all. If you are able, use visual aids wisely. If using slides, keep them simple and visually appealing. Use graphics and images to support your key points, not to overwhelm the audience. We always say, and we've said this since middle school, you do not have to put everything on your slides. One thing I love about having slides is that it helps me remember what I wanted to say for that particular slide. But most of the times you don't have slides. Most of the time. Be prepared for questions. There is a list of questions that we had to be prepared for in the incubator. If anybody wants that, I will definitely share that with you. Think about the questions that they might ask. Think about the questions that you've received every time you told someone about your business. Be prepared to answer those questions and tell a story. And when I'm pitching, I kind of want to tell a story of Black entrepreneurship is suffering, and we cannot build sustainable businesses because of this. And in order to build those sustainable businesses, we have to do this, working together. So try to weave in a narrative that connects emotionally with the judges. And even if not with the judges, with the audience, because you can hear people react. Sometimes, if you're comfortable with it, ask the audience a question. Have them raise their hand, have them laugh, have them something that shows the judges that, the problem that you're looking to solve is something that is needed. At one pitch competition, I said, how many people struggled? What did I say? How many people wish they had the money or something when they started their business? And everybody raised their hand. Like, I connected with the audience. Like, let's be real, we're all struggling. And end with a strong conclusion. Summarize your key points at the end with a compelling call to action. Leave a lasting impression. This can happen in many ways, and it determines how much time you have. So at the end of most of my pitches that are at least a minute and a half long, I will say, now let me ask you a question. Are you up for breaking statistics? And I say that because I mentioned statistics in the beginning. Are you up for breaking statistics? I want you to imagine a world where Black-owned businesses and business ideas don't die on the altar of no funds or their ability to hire. So Barter Black, thank you. So that's something that I say. And get feedback and improve. After your pitch, seek feedback and use it to refine and improve your pitch. This is so important, and I don't think that we do this often enough. the last pitch competition where I was a pitch judge, everyone that I can get to after the pitch, I try to get to them and tell them exactly what we were thinking or saying at the judges table so they can know for next time. It's hard for you to get better at your pitch if you don't know where you kind of not necessarily messed up, but where it didn't connect. So if you can, maybe you're at a pitch competition, it's over, you see a judge, hey, do you have any feedback for me? But I definitely wanted to do that at the last pitch competition where I was a judge, only because I've been in these competitions and it's not easy to not know what it was. so that is it for me. I am done with today's training session. Please register for the speed networking event that is happening tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get more face-to-face with entrepreneurs, make connections, collaborations, find your next partner, it's going to be an exciting event. Right before that, though, we have 4 amazing entrepreneurs who are going to be joining our Barter Black Marketplace from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want you to come on and shop with them. Please come on and support, share, comment, shop all of these businesses. The Barter Black Day Entrepreneurship Summit is all about connection, collaboration, coaching. And I hope you get that throughout this entire week on whatever events you can make it to. But tonight, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the marketplace. Right after, we're going into the speed networking event. And also, if you're participating in the Entrepreneurship Summit, make sure that you save your bingo card and mark off, however you want to do it, the bingo card, because you do get a chance to win up to $300 in incentives and prizes. And if you are a business owner, I know you have subscription fees. One of the things we want to do is not offer cash prizes, but we want to do something for you that we know will be beneficial. And if someone offered to pay my subscription fees, I would gladly hand them the bill. Okay, so definitely sign up or get your bingo card and start filling that out. You can also invite 10 or more people to the speed networking event. That is one thing on this, the card, and shop at our marketplace today. That is on the card as well. So thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, and always Barter Black.